You may not know much about me. I started drinking at 14. I learned very early on that drinking is how we cope, how we make it through hard things in life. So I couldn't imagine my life without alcohol. I didn't know how to function without it, much less think of how to go day to day without having alcohol. But behind the scenes, it became so much more than that. I couldn't see how much alcohol was completely destroying my life. And honestly, I was doing everything I could to stay the same. I was terrified of change. I have lived a lot of life. I had an amazing property management career. I owned a catering company. I'm a wife, a woman who rebuilt herself so many times over, and someone who had to fight her ass off to be here. Throughout all of that, alcohol found a way to stay constant in my life until it started taking pieces from me, and those closest to me started to notice, started to see the change, and started to try to get me to see what was happening. That is when the fight for my life began, and when I finally said that I had enough and started daydreaming, started dreaming of a different life for myself. I started how most people do, which is thinking I could just cut back, that I could moderate, but that was a special kind of hell. I lived in that torturous place for about 2 years. I stopped long enough to start hearing my inner voice, to start allowing my intuition to speak loud enough that I started to want more. I started to see what I was capable of. And one day I had an awakening, and it hit me so hard that I just stopped. And from that day, my fight for my life began, and my healing journey began. I had to dig deep and do some healing work. And the healing work was learning how to come back to myself. Everything that I've lived, the hard parts, the healing, the multiple rebuilding, is why I do the work that I do now. I talk about it because I lived it, and I know what it takes to get to the other side.